refreshing and ravishing voice, a lively heart of shade and light, powered by passion and ability. Redcarpet TV, you are the best. For festival Thanksgiving, for your birthday, for burial ceremony, we are everywhere. The best among the rest. For wedding ceremony, for carnival, civic reception. For festival, we are there. For Thanksgiving service,
for those special moments, for those memorable moments, for those classy celebrations, all these on just one platform on Redcarpet TV. Good evening and welcome. I will begin from the final rites of passage of a mother like no other, the matriarch of the Akinshewa dynasty, Senior Apostolic Mother, Agnes or Light on Akinshewa. Then we'll move to the 60th birthday of a man of the masses, a legal luminary, a resolute politician. We're talking of no other than Rotimi Akeredolu, popularly known as Aketi, who celebrated 6 decades on earth with joy and unfettered praise. I am Damilola. Please enjoy this fabulous package. The lively voices of the choristers of the Cherubim Seraphim Church, Oriswekbisi, Ondo Town, Ondo State, brought cheery and merry times within and around the surrounds of the house of God, as everyone danced felicitously to the gospel notes on Friday, May 20th, 2016. These joyous moments were at the order of service in celebrating the life of a fulfilled woman, a woman who lived an impactful life, Senior Apostolic Mother Agnes or Light on Akinshewa. It began with the wake-up ceremony held a day earlier at the family house, with girls seated comfortably under the long stretch of tents in front of the house, and with solemn hymns and rhyming lines, the wake-up started. This snowballed into special CNS songs, which the people heartily sang along. Senior Apostle Adetula Faweme in his sermon urged the audience, especially Mama's children, to draw inspiration and lessons from this. Thereafter, a panegyric of Mama was chanted by Olasukomi Afolabi. Thanksgiving followed as mass children danced. As the dancing gained momentum, Mama laid still in her CNS garment in the white casket placed in one of the rooms, which was finely decorated in the colors purple and white. The next day, Mama's cups was taken out of the family house in a lovely dance procession. And in a long motorcade through the streets of Ondo to the Cherubim Seraphim Church, Oriswekbisi Odojamu Ondo, for the Christian funeral service. On getting to the church, Mama's casket was placed delicately at the entrance of the church. Mama's children and their spouses sat at the front pew, looking good in expensive brown lace and ashofi. Soon the small church became filled with colorful guests who were also looking regal in white lace and green headgears. There was also the presence of various representatives of KBACs in Ondo State. Sonorous hymns beget the service. Taking care of the scripture reading was Mama's first daughter, Modukwe, as she read the book of Revelation. While extolling the virtues of Mama in his sermon, Senior Superintendent Adura Agbemi Akinfe noted that it was not how long but how well we live our lives.
That can come at any time.
Coming after the sermon was a special anthem by the choir of the church, who wore white and yellow satin garment. This dissolved into fast-paced songs which the children of Mama stood up to dance to. The good women of the church also did a lovely musical presentation. One of them later did a fine rendition of Mama's Oriki to the delight of all. The wife of the Ondo State Governor, Mrs. Olukemi Mimiko, who represented her husband, delivered the good news message of the government. More dances ensued as a Thanksgiving session. The withdrawal hymn, which was a popular dirge, brought the beautiful service to a close. In a showy procession, Mama's cups was taken by pallbearers, who danced mercurially with it. And back to Mama's house, with prayers, benedictions and the slow, dirgeful hymns, Mama's remains was lowered onto Mother Earth, thereby signifying the painful but unavoidable exit of a woman who no doubt lived a commendable life. Born on February 13, 1943, Mama grew and schooled in Ogbomosho and Sokoto respectively. Mama was a loyal and dutiful wife. She became a rallying point for the family after the demise of her husband. She was known and loved by all in the community. She contributed immensely to the growth and development of the CNS Church as a mentor and unifying factor. During her lifetime, she traveled a lot and was privileged to perform the holy pilgrimage to Jerusalem. It was from this that she became popularly known as Iya Jeru or Iya Otida. Death painfully snatched Mama away on Wednesday 23rd of March 2016 after living up to the age of 73. Guests later conveyed at the Oba Desonye Civic Center for a lavish reception. The main party held inside the expansive hall, while they were also supporting marquees outside. The interiors of this marquee were exotically classy. The colors white, green and lemon dominated everywhere. Thrilling them was Tokwe Olajeng Besi Band, and it dished out tuneful musical notes in quick doses. One after the other, Mama's children and their spouses were called up to dance, with the guests dancing round them in a manner that showed camaraderie. This camaraderie was vividly noticed in the way and manner guests of Mama's first daughter, Mrs. Modukwe Omoloja, rallied around her and her husband when it was time for her to dance. Be it in character or looks, Modukwe is humble, graceful and beautiful. On the home front, she is a beautiful wife and dutiful mother, married to an equally handsome man. Her husband, Dr. Bade Omoloja, is a commissioner for housing and urban development in Ondo State. This therefore explains the presence of eminent guests at the event, especially members of the Ondo State Executive Council and other top officials of the Ondo State government. The gorgeous pair of Dr. Bade and Modukwe also did not disappoint, as they made sure that their guests were well attended to. There were lots of foods, drinks and assorted wines for all to relish. With an ever-smiling demeanor, Modupe moved around, exchanging pleasantries with all and sundry. She later went to the marquee outside, where she and her husband and well-wishers danced to the exciting beats of the Owo cultural dance exponent, Princess Madinat Ajanaku. Redcarpet TV spoke with some of Mama's children and some guests.
My mother, she's a prayerful mother. She's a prayer warrior. She used to pray for her children. And whenever any of us have anything doing in our matrimonial homes, she will be there. I will miss her.
She was popularly known as Mama Jerusalem, a mother of mothers, a lover of people, a very beautiful woman and kind woman. I want to commiserate with her family, particularly her children and all in-laws, her brothers and sisters, and the church that she has left behind.
From the Redcarpet TV crew, we celebrate with the children of Mama, especially the homologers, on the success of the burial of their mother, the senior apostolic mother Agnes Olaiton Akinshenwa. The sizzling strides of striking gas sizzled the serene amphitheater of the St. Andrew's Cathedral Church, Owo, Ondo State, with a string of stirring songs that suffused the entire milieu on Saturday, July 23, 2016. Melodious, magnetic and very memorable, the condensed vapor of inspiration melted with mesmeric wave of celebration as all glory returned to God in honor of Oluwarotimi Odwayo Akeredolu, who turned 60 and celebrated it with joy. It was a service with a stretch of influence and stream of influential personalities who converged in their numbered, unified with mutual attires and pregnant with a common purpose to celebrate the faithfulness of God in the life of the celebrant and his entire household. Cerebral, social and very sophisticated, Akeredolu, in company of his beautiful wife Betty, loomed large in his ashoki, smiling, singing and serenading the wonderful aura filled with conviviality. The service, which was officiated by a pack of clergymen, was replete with series of inspirational moments. From soulful renditions to sonorous presentations, from Bible readings to lifting admonitions, the thoughtful service tilted from one dimension to the other. In his brief exhortation, the diocesan bishop of the Anglican Church, Right Reverend Dr. J.A. Oladunjoyi, likened the celebrant with a biblical Garius who stood in the gap for his people. Special prayers were offered for the celebrant and his immediate family. Symbols of peace were exchanged by the congregation. Holy Communion sacraments were taken in special numbers from the chorister's bus forth. The special birthday Thanksgiving was greeted with melodious songs and lively responses as everyone, young and old, joined the celebrants on the altar to have a feel of that joy. The Thanksgiving service further bubbled at the site of the Ondo State Governor, Dr. Olusegun Mimiko. Mimiko's arrival into the church practically corrected the negative impression of politics of bitterness being played by politicians of different political affiliations. It was indeed a clear message to Nigerian politicians and political supporters that politics is never about enmity with opposition, but building a robust relationship that will positively affect the society and impact the lives of the people. It is on this foundation Akeredolu built his political tower, where service to the people and ensuring a better society are more paramount than the sweetness and bitterness Nigerian politics could offer. It was also on this note that the high and mighty of the society converged to honor him as he clocked 60 in his hometown, Owo. The colourful service later came to an end. Guests thereafter strolled to Midas Hotel for an elaborate entertainment that left everyone in awe. The venue, the colour and the bright-looking guests in their Ankara fabrics all provided a synergy that gave the whole a taste of beauty. Lovely songs from the live band Yode Maja crooned softly as guests savoured the taste of continental meals and costly wines that dotted their tables. The arrival of the celebrant into the venue further created a ripple of excitement. Humble, urbane and highly amiable, Aketi is truly a man of the people. His exchange of banters with political associates and proper identification with the masses spoke volumes of his political and social mien. Hours after his arrival into the hall, Aketi never got to the celebrant's reserved seat, but rather moved around the length and breadth of the expansive hall to recognize the presence of his guests. The chairman of the occasion, Chief Dipo Okbesheyi SAN, opened the floor with remarks buttressing further the unique qualities of the celebrant that have endeared him to the people. The celebrant and his wife Betty later marched out to cut the special birthday cake. Series of presentations were made in his honor by his colleagues, all students' associations and others. The high point of the occasion, however, was a special song presentation in Owo dialect by the celebrant. Soon it was dancing time as family friends joined Aketi on the dance floor to celebrate with passion his 60th birthday. The celebrants, his families and some of the guests spoke to Redcarpet TV.
He's a very fantastic man, a man of honor. He's one of the prominent citizens in my town, our community, and in Nigeria as a whole. So we are proud to celebrate him today.
As a senior advocate of Nigeria, he has this integrity and he knows he must be honest with the people. He has shown it even within us, within his classmates. He has been one of the leaders within the group for so long. We are so proud of him, and I think you people will be proud to have him.
He's kind to a fault and caring, and I can't see why he would be in a position where he could bring about change or change people's life for the better, and he will close his eyes. When you're comfortable and fulfilled, you don't have that tendency for greed, grab and grab. Whatever he has today is through dint of hard work.
All you need in life is to trust in God. When you put all your trust in him, absolute trust in him, he will do as he wishes. That the state needs somebody who is prepared for governance, somebody who is determined to want to take the state to the glorious height that we are looking at, the utopia. The state needs somebody who is selfless. So it is not the position that is attractive. It is that I'm being pushed. There's a little push for me to want to serve the people of Ondo State, and I want to deliver on good governance and leave a legacy that the people of Ondo State will be proud of.
Born on July 21st, 1956, Oluwarotimi Odunayo Akeredolu rose to become a formidable force in the Nigerian legal and political society. In 1997, he was appointed as the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice of Ondo State, the position that propelled him to embark on far-reaching reforms in the state's judiciary, which are still visible till date. During this period, Aketi concurrently served as member of Ondo State Judicial Service Commission, member of the Council of Legal Education, and member of the Body of Benches, which he is till date. He was conferred with the prestigious title of the Senior Advocate of Nigeria in 1998. In 2008, Akeredolu was elected the President of the Nigerian Bar Association, the position which held to a high esteem and recorded monumental achievements which ultimately engendered the association to name the NBA House Abuja in his name. His office, the Law Hub in Ibadan, is a magnificent contribution to the development of legal practice in Nigeria. It has become a breeding house for many outstanding legal practitioners in the country. In 2012, Akeredolu vied for the governorship seat of Ondo State under the platform of the defunct ACN, and consequently lost to the incumbent governor, Dr. Olusegun Mimiko, rather than throw in the towel and accept his fate. This time around, Aketi is on the march of success. Even the gifted choristers and ministers of the Anglican Church Communion prophesied this in a song. He is one of the leading gubernatorial aspirants vying for the governorship ticket of the All Progressive Congress Ondo State to run for the state's governorship election slated for November 26, 2016. This largely underscored his boisterous tour of the nooks and crannies of Ondo State to reaffirm its aspiration for the top executive seat of the state. From north to south and the central senatorial district of the Sunshine State, Aketi's presence is usually greeted with overwhelmed crowd of loyalists who are ready to key into his vision of liberating the state. Bold, brilliant, articulate and highly professional, with reasonable acumen and genial spirit, Aketi has proven beyond every reasonable doubt of his capacity to rule the Sunshine State. With his compelling characters, qualifications and personality, Aketi is indeed a marketable and sellable product in any political market. From the Redcarpet TV, we say happy 60th birthday to Akeredolu and wish him success in his political sojourn to Alagbaka Government House in Akure. happy birthday to the man of the people, KT. We pray that you continue to celebrate more prosperous years on earth. You want to watch these or any of our older episodes, like I always say, please visit our website on www.redcarpetnigeria.tv. Until next week, same time, same station, I am Damilola. Do have a beautiful week.